That cliff is a good place. If you include the old part, which was first established, and this new area, you can see that it is developing. Our biggest drawback is that our homes were destroyed during Operation Mrambachi. If that hadn't happened, people's lives would have reached a much higher level by now.
The problems we have here are that people do not have proper houses. Since our houses were destroyed, we are still living in plastic shacks, as you can see. Some people are too sick to go out and work so that they can rebuild. They don't have anything that they can do to support their families. But the ones who are strong enough can have gardens or other activities to support themselves.
I realized that HIV in the European or the North American context was something that had become a chronic illness, which we were able to treat. And at the same time, I realized that in sub-Saharan Africa, the number of HIV positive people without any treatment was growing fast, and that there would be maybe 20, 30 million people dying prematurely because they had no access to treatment.
So this is how we explain to children and sometimes adults.
In 2003, I made the decision to come to Zimbabwe. My vision was train local nurses and doctors, then to build a clinic, and then to provide comprehensive care to patients with AIDS. It proved to be quite the challenge. Initially, I only wanted to treat adults because I was scared of small children. Then we realized that mothers would be coming with their children on their backs. While they were getting better, the children were getting more and more sick. And so they asked, can't we do something about the children? And looking back, I feel that it was the best decision ever that we took here to start a children's program at a time when almost no one in this part of the world was able to treat children. It has proven to be the most successful thing that I could think of.
It's difficult for me to maybe treat a patient knowing that they don't know what they are taking the ARVs for. We need to tell the child the truth. So initially, you need to tell the child that this is a wire game, but this game I'm going to explain exactly what's happening to your body. These ones are soldiers, but they can only be seen by the machine. What we see is blood. So in the blood are soldiers. Soldiers fight infection. So in our body, infection is an enemy.
These are symbols for the enemies, such as opportunistic infection.
Our staff look after approximately 3,000 patients. And they not only provide drugs, but the philosophy is that we can provide a comprehensive care, which means a nurse will look after a patient, will care for the patient, and not only just provide the drugs. Some of the challenges that we have met, especially in the last year, were rising prices, the fact that many people were hungry and needed food because otherwise they would stop taking their drugs. They realized how antiretroviral drugs would give them back their appetite. And if there was nothing to eat, they would stop the drugs. And stopping ARVs means you're eventually going to fail. We need support to be able to continue our work. We need support to be able to train healthcare workers. We have enough ARVs now, but we do not have enough skilled healthcare workers who are competent and confident to provide that kind of care.
So the viruses are now afraid to come closer to your soldiers because your soldiers is more engaged.